Good morning, students. Today we are going for the next part of the chapter, that is the importance of gravitation. What is the importance of law of gravitation? So here certain points are written. That is, it binds to the earth. Yes, this is right, that gravitational force is responsible for us, because due to gravitational force only we are binded to the earth. Means this is the earth. The gravitational force, due to the gravitational force of attraction, we are attracted towards the earth. That's why we are able to stand over the earth. So due to the gravitational force, we all are sticking on the surface of the earth. Second one is motion of moon around the earth. Due to the gravitational force, the moon moves around the sun. Moon moves around the earth. So this is the moon, and since you know that this is earth and this is the moon, so while the moon revolve on a circular path, that is, it revolves on its orbit, so simply inside a centripetal force as well as gravitational force act, and on the outer side centrifugal force act. Both the forces are balanced. That's why gravitational force is also a factor responsible for the motion of moon around the earth. So during the motion, these all forces are there. So gravitational force is also a force which is responsible, which is taking part to balance the centrifugal force, and that's why the moon revolves around the earth. Similarly, when the planets are there, they move around the sun, then same force act, because in the circular motion a centripetal force act inside, along which gravitational force is also acting and centrifugal force. All these forces are balanced, and so gravity is also a part, gravitational force is also a part responsible for the motion of the planets around the sun. That's why the motion of planets around the sun is due to the gravitational force, and motion of moon around the earth is also due to gravitational force. Now the tides are due to sun and moon. You have seen that high tides and low tides are there. So actually during tides what happen, that the level of the sea, it rises. The water of the sea, means suppose this is the water level in the sea. Okay, this is the water level in the sea. So what happens, the water level, this is sea, so in sea the water level rises. Why? Because the water, it is attracted by the gravitational force of the moon, because moon is, since it is smaller and the earth is comparatively larger, mass of moon is lesser as compared to the mass of earth, but moon is also attracting the earth towards itself, but its mass is very very large. That's why the earth is not going to stick the moon, and the forces are also acting, other forces are also there along with the gravitational attraction. So due to the moon's gravitational attraction, the water of the earth actually lifted a little bit, very very means in a very small volume, or we can say not in volume, to a very little height. Okay, and this is the reason for the high tides in the coastal area. So due to the gravity of the moon, because during the full moon day maximum highest tides are there, because during full moon actually maximum attraction is there on the sea water. अब पत्थर तो उड़ के जा नहीं सकते मून तक, तो वाटर जो होता है उस पर अट्रैक्शन लगेगा, और वाटर है वो क्या है, ड्यू टू अट्रैक्टेड टूवर्ड्स द मून, ये क्या है, इसका जो वाटर का लेवल होता है इट विल इंक्रीज. So these are some of the importance of the universal law of gravitation, or which due to the gravitational force these are the some importance. Now students, the next topic is about the free fall, which is a very important topic. So what is free fall? So actually let's discuss you can see that if there is a building, this is a building on the ground, and at the top of a building a person is standing. Okay, the person is having a ball in its hand. Now what happened? Initially the ball is at rest because the person is holding the ball. That means the initial velocity of the ball is 0. And as soon as the person releases the ball will come downward, and as soon as it reaches the ground, its velocity become v, final, or that is v. It is having some velocity. During motion, the object is having some acceleration also, because we know that if the ball is continuously moving towards the earth, then its velocity increases. Why its velocity increases, why its velocity is not constant, it was told by some scientists like Aristotle. It was due to some activities where some experiments were performed. Like one of the person was there, he actually released a ball from a height, and then आफ्टर 1 सेकेंड, लाइक देखो एक साइंटिस्ट थे, तो उन्होंने क्या है, एक बिल्डिंग के टॉप से उन्होंने क्या है एक बॉल को छोड़ा. 1 सेकेंड के बाद उन्होंने उसकी जो स्पीड मेज़र की, जो एक्सेलरेशन या स्पीड मेज़र की, इट वाज 9.8. फिर 2 सेकेंड के बाद मेज़र की, इट वाज 19.6. तो ही टोल्ड दैट द वेलोसिटी कंटिन्यूसली इंक्रीजेस. सो वेलोसिटी विल कंटिन्यूसली इंक्रीज. Okay, that means if velocity is increasing, change in velocity is there, then some acceleration will be there. Okay, so during this some of the displacement also take place. We can say कुछ displacement भी हुआ है, acceleration भी लगा है, velocity भी change हुई है, और यहाँ से यहाँ आने पे कुछ time period है वो भी लगा है. Some time is also taken by the stone or body to come to rest, or stone or ball to come to the ground. Okay, now let's come to the topic, that is free fall. Free fall क्या होता है? देखो बेटा, if the object is falling freely, जब person ने इस बॉल को छोड़ा तो वो अर्थ की सरफेस की तरफ फ्रीली मूव कर रही है, एंड दिस इज़ द फ्री फॉल. हम इसको एक बहुत ही अच्छे एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं. देखो बच्चों, एरिस्टोटल नाम के साइंटिस्ट थे. उन्होंने क्या है, उन्होंने एक एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म की, और एक्टिविटी क्या थी, वो एक टेबल पे खड़े हो गए, और टेबल पे खड़े होने के बाद में उन्होंने क्या है कि उनके हाथ में, टेबल पे वो खड़े हो गए, साइंटिस्ट है, उन्होंने क्या है अपने हाथ में, दोनों हाथों में, एक हाथ में तो लिया स्टोन और एक हाथ में लिया फैदर. अब क्या है, उन्होंने दोनों को छोड़ा तो फैदर तो उड़ता रहा, और स्टोन है वो क्या है ज़मीन पे फटाफट आ गया. तो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट था एरिस्टोटल का, ये बहुत सदियों तक चलता रहा. एरिस्टोटल ने बताया कि एक्चुअली क्या होता है, जो भारी होती है, द ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैविंग मोर मास, उन पे ग्रेविटी ज़्यादा लगती है, और जिन ऑब्जेक्ट्स पे मास कम होता है उन पे ग्रेविटी कम लगती है. लेकिन उसके बाद में गैलीलियो साइंटिस्ट आए. गैलीलियो है, उन्होंने क्या किया, लीनिंग टावर ऑफ पीसा पे वो चढ़े, और चढ़ने के बाद वहाँ से उन्होंने क्या है, गैलीलियो ने एक पत्थर को और एक बड़े पत्थर को, एक छोटे पत्थर को और एक बड़े पत्थर को एक साथ फेंका. कई जगह पे ये भी दिया है कि उन्होंने एक क्रम्बल्ड पेपर को और एक पत्थर को लिया था, और उसके बाद में उन्होंने दोनों को छोड़ा. देन बोथ द हैवी एज वेल एज लाइट स्टोन कम टू द ग्राउंड एट द सेम टाइम. और इस तरह से एरिस्टोटल का कॉन्सेप्ट गलत और गैलीलियो का सही. तो ये बच्चों फ्री फॉल होता है. देखो अब इसको गैलीलियो ने कैसे समझाया, या इसको कैसे समझाया गया है. व्हाट इज़ फ्री फॉल एक्चुअली, इफ़ एनी ऑब्जेक्ट इज़ देयर, अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट है वो अर्थ की तरफ मूव कर रही है अंडर द इफेक्ट ऑफ ओनली ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स प्रोवाइडेड बाय द अर्थ, देन दिस इज़ कॉल्ड फ्री फॉल. तो इसको हम क्या कहते हैं, फ्री फॉल कहते हैं। अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट है वो अर्थ की तरफ मूव कर रही है, अगर अर्थ की तरफ मूव कर रही है एंड वी आर कंसिडरिंग दैट इट इज़ मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द अर्थ ड्यू टू द ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स ओनली, under the effect of gravity only, means resistance of air, friction due to air, these are neglected, then in that case this means motion of the object towards the earth, it is called the free fall. This is called the free fall. So in a free fall, what happens, object moves towards earth under the force of gravitation only provided by the earth, then this condition is called free fall. ठीक है बेटा, इसका एग्जाम्पल बहुत सारे हैं, काफ़ी सारे एग्जाम्पल है फ्री फॉल को समझाने के लिए। जैसे आप लोग क्या कर सकते हो, यू कैन स्टैंड ऑन अ चेयर, आप एक हाथ में एक पेपर ले सकते हो। अगर आप एक हाथ में पेपर लोगे, पेपर को क्रम नहीं किया है आपने, और फिर दोनों को एक साथ छोड़ोगे तो आप देखोगे स्टोन पहले आएगा, पेपर बाद में। क्यों? बिकॉज ऑन पेपर द एयर रेजिस्टेंस इज एक्टिंग। लेकिन अगर आप पेपर को पूरी तरह से क्रश कर देते हो और उसके बाद में उसकी बॉल बना लेते हो एंड देन यू आर रिलीजिंग द पेपर बॉल एंड स्टोन, देन बोथ विल रीच ऑन द ग्राउंड एट द सेम टाइम, बिकॉज वी हैव रिड्यूस्ड द एयर रेजिस्टेंस ऑन द पेपर बाय क्रशिंग द पेपर, बाय डिक्रीजिंग द एरिया ऑफ द पेपर। ओके, so this is all about the free fall. So I think you understood it. So again I just want to repeat it, that we know that the earth is attracting the objects towards itself due to the gravitational force, and whenever the object fall towards the earth under the gravitational force only, then the object are said to be in free fall. So here the object are in free fall condition. Okay, in this case so this was the right case, ये गलत प्रूव हो गया था। ओके, नाउ देयर इज अ मीन्स सेंस, एक्चुअली देखो अब आगे हम इसका डेरिवेशन करते हैं। तो बच्चों जब ऑब्जेक्ट है, अब नाउ आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टूड अबाउट द फ्री फॉल, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द न्यू पार्ट, दैट इज द डेरिवेशन। So since students, you know that during free fall, since the object is moving towards the earth, like again we are taking the example of a building. So a building is there, and at the top of the building, a person is standing having a ball in his hand. When he releases the ball, then ball moves downside and reaches to the ground. During motion, it is having some acceleration. During free fall, the acceleration due to gravity, it is actually represented by not A, that is G. So A is equivalent to the G. We have taken the value of acceleration as gravitational acceleration denoted by small g. Okay, now since the force of gravity, the force by which the object is moving downside or object is means attracted towards the earth, since we know that the force is equal to mass into acceleration, and acceleration is represented by the g over here. Since we know force is equal to ma, mass into acceleration during motion, from here we can take the value of g. G is equals to F upon m. This is equation number 1. Since student, we know that the force due to the gravity, it is also equal to capital G, mass of earth, let's take it by me, and mass of object is small m upon small m, that is the mass of object. And this is equation 2. If we put the value of equation 2 in equation 1, from equation 2 in 1, So if we will put the value of equation 2 in equation 1, we will get G is equals to capital G m mass of earth, small m mass of object upon small m, that is the value for the means this is beta not a small m, it is r, that is distance ka square, into r square, this is small m. Okay, now this will get cut. Small g will be equal to capital G m e upon r square. R is the distance of object from the earth that we have taken. You can take the distance as r or d, no problem. D square or r square, no problem. So this is the value of the gravitational acceleration. Since the gravitational acceleration, the value of gravitational acceleration does not depend on the mass of object, and this was proved by the Galileo. He told he has taken the stones of two different masses and made to fall them from the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and he saw that both reaches the ground at the same time during free fall. So that's why the mass of object do not depend on the acceleration due to gravity. Since by putting the value of gravitational constant, that is 6.67 into 10 raised minus 11 Newton meter square, by putting the value of mass of earth 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg, and by putting the value of radius of earth, that is 6.4 into 10 raised 6, the value due to acceleration of gravity can be calculated, and it will be 9.8 meter per second. So you have to remember about this thing. So first thing is there that the acceleration due to gravity do not depend on the mass of the object. Second thing is there, students, since we will study about the Kepler's law. So actually reality is there, earth is not a perfect sphere, its shape is elliptical. Its shape is not a good spherical. Its shape is elliptical. So at the equator region, suppose this is the equator, this is the equator. So at the equator region, the distance from the center is more, that is r equator. And this is the polar region. The polar region, the radius or distance from center to pole, it is comparative lesser, that is r radius of equator region is more than r due to pole region. And that is the reason that if the radius at equator is more, then the gravity will be lesser. So because g is inversely proportional to the square of distance, that is square of distance r or capital R, small r, or you can take d, no problem. So if the distance will increase, then the gravity will decrease. So the radius, that is equator, it is more, that's why the gravity at equator is lesser than gravity at pole. And students, there is a reason also, there is a question arises that a person is there who has purchased or buy 1 kg sugar at pole region, and then he is going to send it over the equator region. Then will the mass of the that is weight of the sugar will be same or not? So it is having somewhat more sugar because over here the value of gravity will be lesser. So this is all about the free fall, that is about the gravity. In next session we will discuss about the calculation of the value of gravity. Okay, so